Okay, listen. San Diego State's basketball team tonight is at Nevada in Reno. And tonight is, this is going to sound a little crazy to say this, tonight's a must-win. You cannot lose to Wyoming and Nevada back-to-back. It's bad enough you lost at home against UNLV and then went on the road to Wyoming where you played just like garbage.
Back-to-back losses.
Right. You cannot be losing to teams like Nevada because if you don't win the Mountain West tournament and you're going for an at-large berth, these kinds of losses will kill you. Having that discussion right now is former Aztec player just a year ago. He is now working as an assistant coach on Steve Fisher's staff. Tim Shelton rejoins the Scott and BR Show. Tim, good afternoon.
How's it going, guys?
It's going pretty good. Yourself?
Me, I'm excited. Excited for tonight. See how our guys respond.
Yeah. Let's go back. What in goodness name happened against Wyoming where this team scored, was it 9 in the first half?
Yes, it was 9. If you watch the game, you kind of saw it's not like we didn't get good looks, and we were taking shots that our guys usually make, and they just weren't falling for us. It was kind of definitely a rough first half for us, and a record-setting type first half for our guys. But we bounced back well in the second half. They just they kept their level of play up, and they finished the game well.
Was Coach Fisher animated at halftime?
Yeah, absolutely. as a coach should be. It's easy to get frustrated, but Coach held his composure pretty well. Of course, he expressed that he wanted us to get going and all that, but we just continued to focus on a game plan and trusting in our guys that we would get going. And it just was one of those things where, you can talk about elevation and this and that, but we couldn't get it going soon enough. And when we did get it going, they kept their intensity and their run up too.
But, no excuses, right? Remember last year, and again, you were a player last year, Tim, but remember last year when you guys had to go to play, it was at Wyoming, wasn't it, where you had to stop in somewhere in Utah and stay overnight, and there were all kinds of plane problems, and then you guys, there were a million reasons why you guys could have lost that game last year at Wyoming, and you still went out there and beat them up. And it was that game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was that game, and, we're never going to make excuses whether, last year or this year, and I don't think people are giving Wyoming enough credit at this point. They're a very good basketball team. I think people do realize that, but they played a great game, and our guys we came out flat.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. That's what I want to get to. I'm glad you said that. Team came out flat. You see, a lot of people said, "Oh man, San Diego State just got off the plane and assumed, hey, we're the Aztecs, and we got a big head all of a sudden now, and they're just Wyoming. We're gonna show up and win that game." Did you think that this team had that attitude?
Oh, definitely not. Throughout the week in practice, I felt like our preparation and our focus was very high. I felt like the guys, coming off a loss already, I don't think anyone comes off one loss thinking that they're going to just roll over another team, especially in our conference. But our guys were very focused and prepared as well as they could be, I thought, in terms of being ready for that Wyoming game. And when we came out, I don't know what it was. It was just kind of weird. I've had the feeling before as well as a player where you get to Wyoming, maybe you feel a little sluggish and this and that. It just takes you a minute to get going, but it's one of those things that you just watch the film and you get better from it.
Well, yeah, but then the question is, how do you get these guys, back into it, back into winning, and back into the game that we're going to see them play tonight against Nevada?
This team is used to winning. A lot of the guys on this team are champions, and they know what it takes to win. And I think after that game, a little fire in us a little bit. I think our intensity in practice has been good, and I think our preparation has been even higher than it was before. So our guys are, there's more of a sense of urgency now, and we know what it takes to win in our league, and it's got to come out and get it done now.
Yeah, because I can't even remember the last time San Diego State's basketball team lost 2 games in a row. Can you?
I feel like we actually did last year. We went through a stretch where we lost a couple games. Either it was 3 out of 4 or something similar to that, where we lost to Vegas and then Colorado, and then we lost to Air Force at Air Force last year. So we were in a tough spot last year as well, and we just came together after that and decided to make our run and just play a little harder, a little better.
Well, tonight, would you say this is a must-win game? I don't know much about Nevada's basketball team. I don't know what
they're 8-2 at home. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but who've they beaten and who'd they lose to? I couldn't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what their RPI is, Timmy. Okay, and I don't know if Nevada is the kind of school that, when the selection committee is looking, assuming, that you were trying to get in as an at-large team, and they go, well, geez, they lost to lowly-ass Nevada or Wyoming. You tell us. Give us a scouting report. What's Nevada all about?
I mean, they're a winning program. Last year, they were in the WAC and they won the league championship, and they went to the NIT in quarterfinals. And they got a good coach, obviously, and they've got their key players are their two guards, point guard, shooting guard. And if those guys get going, then it's going to make it a lot more difficult on us. But I'm more focused on us and just us playing hard and playing together. I think if we play our game of basketball, which we haven't in the last week really, then we're going to be fine.
All right. Team getting healthy now, or what's going on there?
It's been gauged properly, I feel, with Tom Abernauer doing his job and coach making sure guys are healthy and not forcing guys to play if they're not where they should be, or if he thinks it's going to be better for us in the long run. I feel like looking at our depth right now, we have a good amount of guys that can come in and get the job done. I'm still not sure about Exxon tonight, but whoever comes in and steps in is going to have to step up.
All right. No word on Xavier Thames though playing tonight.
No word yet.
All right. Very good. Well, listen, let's see you guys get it back together because we have become spoiled Aztec fans around here. And let me tell you something, unless Colin Kaepernick shows up to play for Nevada tonight, there ain't no excuses, pal.
I agree with you on that one.
Tim, great talking to you always. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, Tim Shelton, assistant basketball coach at San Diego State with the Aztecs in Reno.